Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of the top 5 Jefferson Nickel 5-cent. Coins that look ordinary but can be worth a jaw-dropping fortune. These tiny nickels have shocked collectors, stunned auctions, and turned everyday pocket change into serious money. If you've ever held a Jefferson nickel, this video could change the way you see coins forever, because one of these rare 5-cent pieces might be hiding in your home right now. Let's get started with first. Jefferson Nickel coin. The 1981 Jefferson Nickel, with its iconic Monticello design on the reverse and Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the front, belongs to a fascinating era of U.S. coinage. These coins were struck in massive numbers. Yet hidden among them are rare varieties, exceptional mint condition examples, and error coins that have turned simple pocket change into serious collector treasures. This is what makes the world of rare USA Monticello 5-cent coins so thrilling, the idea that extraordinary value can be hiding in something so ordinary. The year 1981 is especially interesting, because it sits at a crossroads in U.S. minting history. During this time, the U.S. Mint was producing nickels at multiple facilities, and subtle differences in striking quality, mint marks, and die conditions created coins with unique characteristics. Most 1981 nickels were made for everyday circulation, but not all were created equal. Some were struck with sharper details, stronger steps on Monticello, and cleaner surfaces, making them far more desirable to collectors. In the coin world, condition is everything, and a 1981 Monticello nickel, preserved in near-perfect or flawless condition, can command prices that seem unbelievable when compared to its humble 5-cent face value. One of the biggest factors that drives high value in these coins is the presence of rare minting errors. Errors happen when something goes wrong during the striking process, and in 1981, a small number of nickels left the mint with dramatic mistakes. These can include off-center strikes, double details, missing or weak mint marks, unusual surface textures, or planchet errors where the metal itself is flawed. To an untrained eye, these coins might look strange or even damaged, but to collectors, they are prized anomalies. Error coins are unique or extremely limited, and that scarcity is what pushes values into astonishing territory. Another powerful value booster is the intrinsic strength of the Monticello steps on the reverse side of the coin. Collectors carefully examine the steps leading up to Monticello, looking for coins where the steps are fully separated and sharply defined. These are often referred to as full steps nickels, and they are significantly rarer than regular strikes. In 1981, achieving full steps was not easy due to worn dies and high-speed production. That means when a 1981 Monticello nickel with strong, uninterrupted steps is discovered, it immediately stands out. Such coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on overall condition and eye appeal. The mint mark on a 1981 nickel also plays a major role in its desirability. Coins struck at different mints can show noticeable differences in quality and rarity at higher grades. Some mint issues from that year are much harder to find in pristine condition, which fuels competition among collectors. When demand rises and supply stays limited, prices can explode. This is how coins that once jingled in pockets slowly transform into high-value collectibles traded in auctions, private sales, and elite collections around the world. What truly fuels the excitement around rare USA Monticello 5-cent coins is the possibility factor. People love the idea that a life-changing discovery could be sitting in an old jar, a drawer, or a forgotten coin album. While not every 1981 nickel is valuable, the few exceptional ones prove that fortunes are not always made through gold bars or luxury assets. Sometimes they are made through knowledge, patience, and a sharp eye. The stories of collectors finding rare nickels in everyday change. Keep this dream alive and inspire millions to start checking their coins more carefully. It's Also important to understand that coin values don't stay frozen in time. As more collectors enter the market and fewer high-quality examples remain available, prices can rise dramatically. A coin that sells for a modest amount today could become far more valuable in the future if demand increases. This is why experienced collectors often say, "Never spend old coins without checking them first." What looks ordinary today could become extraordinary tomorrow, especially as interest in rare U.S. coins continues to grow globally. So if you own any USA coins, especially Monticello 5-cent coins from 1981, think twice before ignoring them. Study them, protect them, and learn what makes one coin different from another. In the world of rare coins, small details can mean massive value. That quiet nickel resting in your hand might not just be spare change, could be a hidden treasure, a collector's dream, or the beginning of an unexpected fortune waiting to be discovered. Now turn the second Jefferson nickel coin, the Monticello 5-cent coin. Especially pieces dated 1995 may look ordinary at first glance. But this is exactly how some of the most surprising treasures hide in plain sight. Millions of people have handled these nickels without ever realizing that a tiny detail, a subtle error, or an unusual finish can transform a simple 5-cent coin into a highly desirable collectible. What makes this topic so exciting is the idea that history, chance, and craftsmanship can come together in a coin that once passed through everyday hands. The Monticello design itself carries deep American symbolism. And when rarity enters the picture, the value can rise far beyond face value, sometimes reaching astonishing levels in the collector market. The year 1995 is particularly interesting because it falls within a modern era of minting where quality was generally high, yet mistakes and special variations still slipped through. Some coins from this year stand out due to striking anomalies such as doubled details, unusual textures, off-center strikes, or mismatched dies. These are not flaws in the usual sense. They are mint errors that collectors actively hunt for. When a coin shows a clear and dramatic error that survives circulation, it becomes a story frozen in metal. And that story is what collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to own. Another factor that pushes certain 1995 Monticello nickels into a different league is condition. A coin that appears untouched, with sharp details and original luster, can be exponentially more valuable than one that shows wear. Coins preserved in near-perfect condition are rare because nickels were heavily used in daily transactions. When such a coin also carries an unusual feature or a low visibility mint variation, its desirability multiplies. This is where ordinary circulation meets elite collecting, and the price gap can be staggering. What truly captures attention is how small differences can mean everything. A slightly stronger strike on Jefferson's portrait, unusually crisp steps on Monticello, or an unexpected surface sheen can separate a common coin from a standout specimen. Collectors study these details intensely, often using magnification and years of experience. To the untrained eye, these coins may look identical, but to experts, they are worlds apart. This is why people are urged not to dismiss old nickels casually, because the value is hidden in details most people never notice. The myth of becoming rich overnight often comes from real stories, where rare coins were discovered by chance in jars, drawers, or inherited collections. While not every 1995 Monticello nickel is valuable, the few that are exceptional can command serious money when the right buyer appears. Auctions thrive on rarity, competition, and emotion, and when a coin checks all three boxes, prices can climb rapidly. The excitement lies in the possibility that something small and overlooked could hold life-changing potential beyond money. These coins also represent a connection to American minting history. Each rare nickel tells a tale of the machines, people, and moments that created it. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying a piece of that story. This emotional and historical value often fuels demand just as much as scarcity. As interest in rare U.S. coins continues to grow worldwide, even modern-era coins like those from 1995 are gaining renewed attention. If you own U.S. nickels, especially Monticello designs, the smartest move is patience. Spending them without inspection could mean losing something extraordinary. Careful examination, proper storage, and professional evaluation can reveal whether a coin is merely common or secretly special. Many valuable coins were almost lost simply because someone underestimated them. Awareness is the first step toward discovery. In the end, the fascination with rare 1995 Monticello 5-cent coins is driven by possibility. Most are ordinary, but a few are remarkable, and those few are what fuel dreams, headlines, and collector passion. The next incredible find does not always come from a vault or museum. Sometimes it comes from everyday change. That is the magic of rare coins, the idea that history, value, and surprise can sit quietly in your pocket, waiting to be noticed. The fascination with Monticello 5-cent coins deepens when you realize how many layers of value can exist beyond what is visible on the surface. A 1995 nickel may appear simple, but within that simplicity lies the power of rarity, timing, and human error. Coin collecting has always thrived on discovery, and modern coins add a special twist because people often assume only very old coins can be valuable. This assumption causes many rare modern nickels to be overlooked, lost, or spent, making surviving examples even more desirable to serious collectors who understand their hidden potential. One of the most powerful drivers of extreme value is the story behind a coin. A 1995 Monticello nickel that escaped quality control with a noticeable mint error becomes a snapshot of a single moment when something unexpected happened at the mint. That moment cannot be recreated. Every era coin is unique in its own way, and uniqueness is the heartbeat of the rare coin market. When collectors compete for a one-of-a-kind or near one-of-a-kind piece, prices can rise dramatically, sometimes shocking those unfamiliar with the hobby. Another aspect that adds excitement is the role of mint locations and production runs. Even within the same year, coins struck at different facilities can show subtle differences in appearance, strike strength, and finish. These differences can matter greatly to advanced collectors who aim to complete high-level sets. When a specific variation proves harder to find in top condition, demand increases while supply remains frozen, creating the perfect environment for soaring values. Condition continues to play a silent but critical role in determining worth. A coin that looks freshly struck decades later feels almost impossible, and that sense of impossibility fuels desire. Collectors pay premiums for coins that seem untouched by time because they represent preservation against the odds. A 1995 Monticello nickel that still shines with original brilliance stands as proof that even common coins can survive in extraordinary states, and those survivors become elite pieces in the marketplace. There is also the psychological thrill of the hunt. Collectors often spend years searching through rolls, collections, and old storage boxes, hoping to find that one exceptional nickel. This long search adds emotional value to the coin once it is found. When such a piece finally appears, it is not just metal. It is the reward for patience, knowledge, and persistence. This emotional attachment often translates into higher prices when the coin eventually reaches the open market. The idea that rare coins can change lives is not pure fantasy. History has shown that coins discovered accidentally can sell for life-altering amounts when rarity and demand align perfectly. While not everyone will become a millionaire from a nickel, the possibility alone keeps people searching. That possibility is especially strong with coins like the 1995 Monticello nickel. Because they are still within reach of everyday people, Unlike ancient or ultra-rare early American coins locked away in collections, market trends also influence how these coins are valued. Interest in U.S. coinage continues to grow globally, bringing new buyers into the market. As more collectors compete for the same limited pool of rare coins, prices naturally rise. Modern-era rarities benefit from this trend because they are easier for new collectors to relate to, having existed within living memory. This growing demand gives overlooked coins a second life and often pushes values higher than anyone originally expected. Another reason these nickels command attention is their role as transitional pieces in U.S. coinage history. They represent a time when traditional designs were still in use, but modern minting technology had fully taken over. This blend of old and new appeals to collectors who appreciate both classic aesthetics and modern precision. When an era disrupts that precision, it creates something truly special. A coin that breaks the rules of its era. The steps of Monticello on the reverse side hold special importance to many collectors. Sharp, well-defined steps are difficult to find because they require a perfect strike. When a 1995 nickel displays unusually crisp steps, it immediately attracts attention. This single detail can elevate a coin from ordinary to exceptional, proving once again that value often hides in the smallest features. Storage and survival also shape rarity. Many nickels from 1995 were exposed to moisture, friction, and chemical reactions over time. Coins that avoided these dangers are scarce by default. This natural attrition means that high-quality examples become rarer every year, even without considering errors or varieties. Time itself becomes a filter, quietly removing coins from the pool of potential collectibles. The role of professional grading cannot be ignored in the journey of a valuable nickel. Once a coin is recognized as special, authentication and grading provide confidence to buyers. A high grade confirms that the coin is not only rare, but also preserved at an exceptional level. This combination often acts like fuel on a fire, pushing values upward and solidifying the coin's status as a premium collectible. Collectors often describe rare nickels as sleepers, coins whose true value has not yet fully awakened. The 1995 Monticello nickel fits this description perfectly. While attention often focuses on silver or gold coins, nickel rarities quietly gain momentum in the background. When the broader market finally catches on, prices can jump rapidly, rewarding those who recognized the potential early. Another powerful element is nostalgia. People who grew up using these coins feel a personal connection to them. That emotional link makes modern rarities especially appealing as they bridge memory and investment. Owning a valuable coin from one's own lifetime creates a sense of pride and wonder, strengthening demand and reinforcing long-term value. The idea of fortune hidden in everyday objects is deeply human, and rare coins embody that idea better than almost anything else. A 1995 Monticello nickel sitting unnoticed for decades can suddenly become the center of attention, admired and desired by collectors worldwide. This transformation from overlooked change to prized artifact is what keeps the coin world endlessly captivating. Education plays a crucial role in unlocking value. Those who take the time to learn about coin characteristics, minting quirks, and preservation techniques gain a powerful advantage. Knowledge turns chance into opportunity. With a right understanding, a simple nickel becomes a field of clues waiting to be decoded. Each clue potentially pointing toward rarity. Patience is another defining trait of successful collectors. The market does not always move quickly, but when it does, it rewards those who waited. A rare 1995 nickel held carefully for years can suddenly experience a surge in demand. Timing combined with rarity can create dramatic outcomes that surprise even seasoned collectors. There is also beauty in the craftsmanship itself. Despite being a law denomination coin, the Monticello nickel carries intricate design elements that reflect American artistry. When those elements appear sharper or more pronounced than usual, the coin stands out visually. Beauty, rarity, and condition together form a powerful trio that drives collector desire. Stories of discovery continue to inspire new generations. Every time a rare nickel is found where no one expected it, interest in searching grows. These stories keep the market alive and dynamic. They remind people that valuable finds are not limited to experts alone, but are possible for anyone willing to look closely. The future of rare modern coins looks increasingly strong as supplies remain fixed and interest expands. Coins like the 1995 Monticello nickel sit at the crossroads of accessibility and rarity. They are close enough to modern life to be found, yet rare enough in special forms to command serious respect and value. Ultimately, the true power of a rare Monticello 5-cent coin lies in its ability to surprise. It challenges assumptions about worth, age, and importance. What seems small can be enormous in impact. This is why collectors say, never underestimate a coin. Because within a humble nickel can rest history, rarity, and the potential for extraordinary value.